Vandeham Sri Guru.
The following is a conversation with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 25th of December, 1976, in Bombay, India.
You have to be free from mind also.
Free from mind?
Yeah, mind.
Yes. Very difficult to control mind.
But if you want freedom, you have to do that.
Yes, that's true. There is no other alternative.
Freedom from mind, how would you explain it? Or how would you detail it?
Mind means polluted mind.
Yeah.
We are part and parcel of God. Mamai Vangsa Jiva Bhuta. Ji is as pure as God. And on account of this mind, he is suffering in this material world. You can see here is a living being. This tree. It is also a living being. But he is standing before me for 50 years or more than that. He cannot move an inch. And we are moving. So, why this condition? He is also a living being. I am also a living being. I have got little freedom to move. He has got. Why this difference of position? Due to the mind. Here in this material world, 8,400,000 different forms of life. They are all due to the mental concoction. So, if we want our original life as good as God, at least in quality, that is freedom of mind, and then we cease to become one of the covered living beings within this material.
Sir, I read in one of your lectures at London, before the preface of Isoka, gave the example of Mahatma Gandhi and Kennedy. In particular, Mahatma Gandhi, you said that there are four types of defaulted mind.
Yeah. Every living being is polluted by four kinds of deficiencies. Condition so commits mistake. He takes something for something. And because he has no perfect knowledge, he wants to become leader. That is cheating.
Right. You have said that in that speech.
Yes. Above all, his senses are imperfect. Therefore, from such persons with deficiency, how you can get real knowledge? That is not possible. We have to approach persons who has no deficiency, then we shall get real. Now, Krishna and his representatives are persons without any deficiency. So we have to take knowledge from Krishna, or one who represents, otherwise will be cheated, because he has got deficiency.
So there you have said that one of his colleague or assistant told him There is one of his assistants told to Gandhi that there is danger and you shouldn't go to the meeting. In spite of that...
No. I did not say. I wrote one letter to Gandhi that Mahatmaji, you have got some respectability throughout the whole world.
Yes.
Now you struggle for so-called Swaraj. Now you have got it. Better retire from this life and preach Bhagavad Gita.
I think he listened to your advice because before he was murdered on that day.
Yes, otherwise he will meet the fate of Mussolini.
And what was his reply?
He did not reply. He drafted that statement that Congress should be dissolved. It should be
No. He was implicated. This is Maya, that although he got Swaraj, he was not free, he was full of anxiety. And so, so long one is absorbed in material thoughts, he will be full of anxiety.
That's true. He was full of anxiety.
Yes. That means he could not get any spiritual life. Asadgraha, material existence means accepting something which will not exist. Asat. Asato ba sadgama. The Vedic instruction is, do not remain in this material world. Make your progress. Asatoma sadgama. But people are so accustomed to materialistic way of life that they are reluctant. That is Maya, very strong. Devi Dvesha Gunamayi Mama Maya. It's very, very difficult. Maya tries to punish every conditioned soul. And as soon as there is some attempt to get out of the clutches of Maya, she becomes still strong. Where is her go? My dear son, you remain.
With me.
Jadevi sarvabhutesu niddarupena samasti. And the Chandi. That Devi is created, keeping the conditioned soul in dream. He is simply dreaming. I will be happy this way, I will be happy that way. And that is mental control. He will never be happy. Krishna says, Moghasa Mogha Karma, Mogha Jnana, Asuri Bhavo. Because he has not recognized the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All his hopes and endeavors will be baffled. So even a person like Mahatma Gandhi, he became baffled.
Yes, that's true. He admitted also.
What to speak of others? His ambition was Hindu-Muslim unity. That was baffled.
Total failure.
His ambition was non-violent. He was killed by that. So what to speak of others? A person so dedicated, so nice, but he followed the wrong path. Recently I had been to his Sevashram
At Varda.
in Dwarka. So there was no Krishna worship. And he said that he is very fond of Bhagavad Gita. But he understood Bhagavad Gita in his own way.
In a different way, I would say.
And in the Bhagavad Gita it is said, as soon as you try to understand Bhagavad Gita in your own way,
You are
it
done.
is finished.
Useless.
It is finished. Not stop. yoga nasta parantam. So, nasta cheez, what is nasta? What is the use of?
Yes, but it could be destroyed, no use to.
Suppose if I supply you something which is spoiled, then what benefit will derive?
Nil.
That's why no benefit is derived by the people in general, either from Gandhi or Vinoba Bhave or Srila, because it was nasta.
Sir, how do you compare it with this Hare Krishna movement?
Hare Krishna movement
for
is...
the common man, for the downtrodden, for the poor.
Yeah.
There should be some motivation.
Just like if you are hungry, if you get some real food, you will understand.
That's right.
Example is this, American, European boys, they are simply chanting Hare Krishna, and you see how they are advanced.
How come that in this country How come that this country...
Immediately come, but you won't take.
I see.
That is your fault. You have manufactured your own way of life. Otherwise, Hare Krishna is India's.
Yes, it's not much.
Yeah, but you won't take it. He'll speak so many nonsense, he will never speak Hare Krishna. That is misfortune.
What are the ills of the Indian society, although it's given birth to so much, it still doesn't take it itself? What is the weakness in the Indian society that they don't...
Because they have got bad leaders.
Bad leaders.
The rascal leaders. Just like, see, Mahatma Gandhi, he misled. But he did not know how to live, how to speak of others. They do not know. I saw this Vinoba Bhave, he does not know. Yes, he has become leader. I saw in his ashram about 1 dozen women, they are reciting Bhagavad Gita. For the last 40 years, he is working on Bhagavad Gita. And the result is, some 40 women, he is reciting Bhagavad Gita. So this is the result. So what they will do? They do not know how to live. And he has written one book on Bhagavad Gita. But he has become a great leader. And that is also not according to Bhagavad Gita. This is This is
Yes, unfortunately there are not very precise and...
Take for example Satyagraha. Satyagraha, what is the Satyagraha? That is a child's play. It's like a child, if you want something, you are not giving him. He'll cry, he'll force it. That is hustling. And these things have become popular. Real thing rejected. And some false thing presented by childish attempt, and that is accepted.
But sir, would you not agree that in order to appeal to the masses or to make masses in any moment?
Well, you say, it is not. If you want to become an educated man, or if you want to give first-class education, it is not for the mass. It is for the leader. Jad jad akarati shrestha, tat tat eva itarena. If the leaders are educated, then others will follow. But if the leaders are not educated, what the others will do? That is either the so-called leaders, without being educated, they become leaders.
That's why all this trouble.
Yes. They manufacture some idea.
Which is nothing to do with the
reality. It is why. If you manufacture idea, because it is imperfect, how can manufacture idea? 4 deficiencies are there. So if you manufacture with deficiency of your own person, then what will be the knowledge?
The result also will be deficient.
That is it. Our knowledge, just acharati srestha. So who can be more srestha than Krishna, than Bhakti, than the acharyas? But they will not follow. They will manifest it. So that is the difficulty in India at the present moment. Some upstart leaders, they have misled them. That is it. And we are poor fellows. If we say the right thing, they will not take it.
Not only take it, but they will ridicule and say that something has gone wrong, wrong somewhere.
They will not take it. What is this, Swamiji? Mahatma Gandhi says this, and this, Tilak says this. And if we say that they are wrong, then people will criticize, he has become modern. We don't say anything except what is said by the great personality, like Krishna consciousness. So, I am not saying anything of my own manufacture. I am simply saying what Krishna has said. But they will reject that. I say that Krishna says that you become a Krishna's devotee. It is very simple for me. Yes. And they will say, what is this nonsense? We have seen this. Now we have got this leader. This is Murkhaya upadesha hi prakopaya nasahanta. Murkho ko upadesh diya jaye, to wo gussa ho jaye.
They reject it because they find it difficult to work.
No, it is not at all difficulty. What is the difficulty?
Why do they reject it?
If I say that chant Hare Krishna, what is the difficulty?
That is not.
But
I think it's a matter of mind.
That this is insignificant.
Yes.
He thinks like.
Swamiji says correctly. He says, you see, that their thinking was...
So what I am teaching this
It's very simple.
very simple. Chant Hare Krishna.
That's right. That offloads your all...
I have not given them any bribe. I have not shown them any magic of gold manufacturing.
No.
As from the very beginning, they chant Hare Krishna. But that is becoming fruitful.
That gives them peace of mind, because their mind gets attuned to something that is
But that
good.
they will not take.
That they will not take for what reason?
The reason is that this is cheap. This Swami is giving something cheap. Nowadays it has become a fashion, meditation. What nonsense meditation he gives. This is going. He cannot take cheap things.
Or cheap thing may be the right thing, the true thing, but because it's cheap, no need not to be bothered. That is
in Europe, America, the Indian students, they say, we have seen all this Hare Krishna. We now want technology. At first I was going to America, but this was one of the cars. That when I bring Americans here, these rascals will take some lessons.
I think you are absolutely right. Psychologically, somehow or other, anything that is...
And long ago, in the beginning, one friend wrote, I replied in that letter, that you have finished your cows, you are importing powdered milk. Now we have to import Brahmins also.
True, absolutely true.
Now you see that we are establishing so many temples, they are being maintained by imported American Brahmins.
Yes.
You cannot get it.
Same thing in Auroville. I went to Pondicherry also this January.
You cannot get here now Brahmins. They have learned how to eat meat, how to drink, how to have illicit sex. They are finished.
No more Brahmins.
Some of them must be non-greedy, not greedy.
There are many good men. It is not that simply Brahmins have gone to hell, but everyone has gone.
Or leadership has failed.
Kalo Sudra Samadama Titikha Arjava Jnanam Vijnanam Astikam Brahmakaram. They wanted that is cooperation. That is one of the Gandhi's understanding, that these people are ruling over us by our cooperation. Therefore, let us non-cooperate. And they will fail. They will not be able to
carry on that.
But that program was also failure, because India is so poor that
they can't afford
no possible to non-cooperate. Because Gandhi's civil disobedience movement, when only 60,000 men joined, and we have 600 million.
Yes, sir.
So what is the percent?
1%.
And that also, when they came back from the jail life, they decided not to do
have it once more.
Therefore, Gandhi did not recommend mass civilization. Next time, he recommended individual. And we got Swaraj in 1947. So it was not due to civil disobedience or non-cooperation. It was due to Subhash Bose's iron. He thought that when he organized soldiers and
put them on the battlefield, fought them, defeated them.
When the Britishers saw now the soldiers are non-cooperating, there is no hope of it. They left.
That is the truth.
Yeah. And Subhash Bose was always against this non-violent that is the difference of opinion with Gandhi. So he wanted to capture the whole power, and he captured. Yes. But Gandhi became so angry upon him that he did not attend the Congress when Subhash Bose was elected president. Then other lieutenants, Subhash Bose was also Gandhi's student.
Yes.
So when others friends requested that Gandhi is not happy, you better resign. So he resigned, and tactfully he went out of India. He knew that so long Gandhi is there, my policy, I'll not be able to, because there will be
always opposition.
Therefore he went out and organized the INA, and that was successful. This is not Gandhi's non-cooperation movement.
Now in the British official records which they are publishing their secret papers after 25 years, that acknowledges very clearly that it was this armed fight of Indian National Army which convinced the British that they could not rule India with the Indian soldiers.
That is real non-cooperation. What is public non-cooperation? They are simply flat. And some of them may be High Court judges.
That's all right.
But no responsible post was given.
And all these atrocities were committed by Indians upon Indians at the orders of
all
the
big secretaries, under-secretaries, governors, there was no minister, and all European.
Yes, sir.
Only some clerks.
Yes, sir.
So what is the use of clerks now? They didn't care.
And even those higher
and in order to pat Gandhi, the governor sometimes used to invite him. Sir, you are so powerful, kindly stop this movement. And Gandhi became puffed up. That the Britishers are very afraid of me. No, I shall do. And Subhash was insisting, they will never go by this non-violent.
Human nature as it is. You unless and there is some sort of a compulsion, whether it is spiritual.
And in politics, might is right.
Of course, survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest.
In politics, you cannot become...
sadhu. It's absurd.
That is absurd.
Two contradictory terms.
Therefore, Arjuna was ridiculed. What is this nonsense? You come to fight, you are talking nonsense. That I will not fight. Krishna did not.
Yes, he told, he defined what is your dharma and what is nishkam karma. So it's very difficult to define dharma. Of course, once it is defined, there should be no difficulty.
Not dharma is there. Krishna says, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam. That is dharma. Everything is cheating.
Surrender yourself.
That because we are teaching that the only dharma is to become Krishna conscious. Therefore we are not very much right. They are of opinion, why Krishna is God? I have got this God, I have got this, so many incarnations.
Why do you say we are not very much like? The movement is spreading.
Because we are fools.
But the movement is spreading, man. Hare Krishna movement is spreading.
Movement will spread undoubtedly, because it is genuine.
It's spreading because we are liked. We are liked.
No, sir, there you are also correct. I would say this, that these American boys and young girls who have come here, because our mind is conditioned in, say, inferiority complex or adopted there, must be
now
good.
we are also slaves.
Yes.
But we are slave of the right person.
Yes, of the Supreme.
That is the difference.
That's right.
And they are slaves of their senses. That is the difference.
Basic difference.
We are not masters. We are also slaves.
We surrender
but we are
ourselves.
slaves of the person who is perfect. And they are slaves of their senses.
The spread of the Hare Krishna movement in Bombay in the last 3-4 years has been, I don't know, you may not be satisfied, but I think it's quite good.
It will be good. If people take to it a little seriously, it will be good. Therefore we are spending so much money. That you come, you are respectable, educated people, come, try to understand and spread it for the benefit of your country.
But sir, your vision here is correct in the sense that they say that Swami only says you chant Hare Krishna, and by chanting Hare Krishna, what could be done?
Because but they have no eyes to see how it is being done all over the world.
That's right.
They do not consider it.
Yes.
What?
How it's done, why it's done, what is the result?
What is his name?
Devanand.
Yes. He purposefully criticized this movement by Hare Krishna film.
Yes, I have seen that film.
But we are going on. He is finished. His film is finished. Yeah. But we are doing it. But he tried purposefully.
It's almost a blackmail.
This is a hippie movement.
Yes, hippie movement, bhang, ganja and all sex and perversion of all sorts is very interesting.
This cloud on the movement in America, is that vanishing or what is the position?
It will vanish.
It's bound to.
Although they are making some strong movement against it.
But what is the position now? Is it dying out or is it increasing?
We are selling more books.
No, is the cloud dying out? I'm not saying the movement is dying. The movement cannot.
Mainly I wanted to impress upon my children, that young boys, that it's all right. You also go there.
Once spoiled, it is very difficult.
Very difficult. Their minds are spoiled, that is true. Their minds are, all Indian youth, completely.
But you have spoiled them. You have given this impression that this religion has spoiled our country. Now, throw all these books in the water. The leaders say that. Take to technology. They come to me, they challenge. Swamiji, what the Hare Krishna movement will do? Now we require technology.
These young boys and girls who are working here by their own research.
Their one qualification is that they are not poverty stricken.
Yes.
And our boys, they are poverty stricken. So, Daridya dosha gunarashina, even though they are educated, on account of poverty, they sacrifice their culture, their knowledge.
And the study of our...
I chastise them only because they don't care for money.
They're extreme.
And because they are fortunate, wherever they go, they get money.
That is law of nature. All the big rivers go to the sea where water is not wanted.
They squander so much money, and I chastise that you are so loose, you are so rascal. But still, whatever money I have got, it is due to them.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Really, it's true.
To become money, that also requires background. Purva janmarjitam dhanam. they are born in this country, that is due to their past deeds.
Yes.
Deeds.
Good,
There is no
good
doubt.
deeds.
Yes. Now I request them that you have got everything. You take to Krishna consciousness, then you are perfect.
We have degraded ourselves to such an extent when...
No, we can rise immediately.
Yes. The foundation stone is there. It's only seed is there.
Foundation or no foundation, but we will not agree. That is, will not agree.
It's a difficult job, but anyway, it has to be done. Because
Krishna consciousness is so nice. Krishna says, Sarvadanman Parityajya Mamekam Aham Sarva Papam Moksha. Our difficulties are due to our sinful activities. Krishna assures, I will excuse you from the result of action of all sinful activities. You surrender. But I will not do that. What Krishna will do. He says, he assures, but nobody will do it. I say to my tenants here that you become Krishna conscious, you don't have to pay rent.
वो भी नहीं मानते.
Because the old rent I am getting 2,000, 2,500. That is my one day's expenditure.
Eventually they will come round, but it will take time.
No, the leaders are not, because their position will be very so-called leaders. They want to keep in ignorance the mass of people, so that your foolish leadership may go on and continue. That is everywhere. What is the public opinion?
Public opinion, people like us who have been abroad for, say, quarter of a century or so, I have been to the States, I almost go every year. And this is the right thing. This is the right thing. When I was a child of 15, I went to Japan, and all my life I am abroad. This is the right thing. This is simple. It's only a matter of conviction. If you have faith, and everything becomes quite all right. There is nothing much that is extraordinary that could not be done. Here, Indians don't get up early in the morning. All our forefathers did. The people, most of them would be snoring. No.
I had been in Mahabharata, and our host was sleeping. So I asked them, let us go immediately, other will be infected. So I left that place.